It's another one. What's up, fellas?
Man, just here for another session of that always talking shit show. It's your boy Doc on.
It's your boy Keem.
D in the building, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Man, chilling.
It's all good, man. Before we start the show, man, I just want to take a moment of time, say a special word to my sister-in-law. May she rest in heavenly glory. We love you, baby girl. Hope your transition was easy today, and peace and blessings. Moving out from that, I want to touch briefly on mental health, and it's something that is kind of stigmatized, and I notice a lot of people like to play bipolar when they don't want to take accountability or they want to self-diagnose themselves, and so because of that, I think that in society we kind of brush the shit off. You know what I mean? If you are feeling like you're trapped in your mind, if you're feeling emotional, that's a humanistic trait. We all feel that way, and you should get some help, and you should speak to someone closest to you, or find a stranger that will listen. So if you know someone that might be acting a little odd and acting a little despondent, reach out to them, let them know you love them. Let's try to keep everybody that we care about here for a long time.
Respect.
If you're feeling, if you're ever feeling like you ain't got nobody, feeling you ain't got nobody to talk to, make sure you hit that National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 800-273-8255.
Yeah.
Word.
So, you know what? He did ask me to do this. We're gonna do a moment of silence for your sis-in-law.
Yakima Jones.
We're gonna light this blunt.
Yes, sir. Young island girl.
Rest in peace.
It's back in paradise, man.
God be with your family.
It's facts.
So,
All right, let's start the show.
moving on to
If I can get this goddamn blunt lit.
First off, man, I'm gonna just shoot this shot.
segue.
I told you cats, man, and when I say you cats, I'm talking to everybody I've ever argued this topic with. Don't talk to me about Paul George and Kawhi. Don't talk to me about Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
Skip Bayless.
Motherfuckers is overrated
Skip Bayless.
and historical chokers.
Skip
I don't know what's wrong with Harden, man. It's like my man's gotta just. Cause how many years is this gonna happen, bro? Like at this point,
Every
I don't
year.
care what Harden does in the regular season anymore.
Every year.
Cause he does all that shit he pops all them three in the regular season like it's nothing, and all of a sudden during the playoff, this nigga act like he can't shoot.
No, cause
Like, bro,
it's not
shoot
that.
the ball, bro. Do
It's
what
not
you
that,
do
bro.
in the regular season, yo. Fuck is wrong with you?
He's a
it's not
choke
the-
artist like fucking
it's
Tony
not the
Romo
regular
in the
season.
NFL.
It's not the regular season, and that's the thing, bro. Like sometimes the media can paint a narrative. I feel like the media has been trying to run away from Bron in basketball for a long time. They know that they need him, but they kind of still are trying to look for that next guy, and they keep trying to put that next guy up. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to, and then what happened with the trend I'm noticing, and I'm not even a Lakers fan, but I just noticed the Lakers are in trouble. The Lakers are in trouble. These guys don't match up well with them. They're going to beat them. They're dogs. The Lakers get them motherfuckers out of here in 5 games, and then all of a sudden the team that they beat ain't that good no more. You know what I'm saying? I always said, I'm like, bro, why don't if Kawhi is supposed to be that dude, how come he don't get held to the same standards as everybody else? That's that dude already.
I don't know, but I just want to go on record as saying this. Skip Bayless has got to be the biggest fucking dick rider in history.
The Michael Jordan dick rider?
My dick rider. And I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people that was like, LeBron will never be as good as Jordan. But
False.
But I've had to change my mind on it because seeing the shit that this nigga has done.
Real man, that's a real man. You did that.
Like,
I didn't come out the gates just, LeBron's going to be better than Jordan. We all grew up under Jordan. Like, it's Jordan. And then we felt like Kobe was next. It got to be Kobe. I had to really look at the stat sheet and be like, damn, this nigga really is better than Kobe. Like, that's what the numbers say.
right.
Like when you look and be like, oh, nigga, Kobe is more clutch than LeBron. That's not what the numbers say.
It's funny, not to like derail the subject. It's kind of like Drew Brees and Tom Brady. When it comes to all the completion
We
and
could
yards,
talk about that all day.
and so on and so forth. Drew
Fuck the
Brees,
NFL.
Drew
We could
Brees
talk
is
about
number
that all
one.
day.
And Tom Brady is number two. when
Did you
it
watch
comes
your
to
boy
all
Tom
that shit.
Brady get
But
his
then
ass whipped
he's the one
yesterday?
with 6 rings, and Drew Brees only got 1 ring.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
But did you see what we
You
did
know.
to your boy yesterday?
That nigga's not a Brady fan. That nigga's a Patriots fan. I'd rather him be a Brady's fan.
Nah, y'all look good with Cam.
Bro,
That team
anybody-
was good with a
I'ma
black
tell you right
quarterback.
now,
I ain't even gonna lie.
I haven't watched football in a couple years, but anybody that thinks that Bill Belichick is going to get a Cam Newton and he's not going to be good,
Hey,
it's foolish. It's once again, it's a media driven narrative.
We were just talking about this too. Why is this nigga why Bill Belichick so happy in the commercials and he
His
on
whole
the
swag
sideline
different.
joking? He got young
Hey,
man
you
swag.
know what's funny? Because it almost seemed like it was more important for Tom Brady to win his first game than it was for Bill Belichick to win.
Bro, because Tom Brady's on a fucking stacked ass team, and Bill Belichick's on a team that basically the media have told you that wasn't good enough for Tom Brady.
No,
Tom
no,
Brady's
it's
hold
not.
on.
It's
But
not
here's
even
the other
just that.
thing.
It's not even just that. Don't forget. For years, the narrative is Belichick made Brady, and a lot of people
mean the facts?
would say, nah, Brady made Belichick. So for Brady to leave
Johnny come lately
and not win his first game, and shit, according to Shannon was like, who am I looking at? Am I looking at, Jameis Winston, or am I looking at Tom Brady? Because
Exactly.
it was almost like the same motherfuckers that were playing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I feel like Brady should have came with his A game, especially since he was playing against Drew
Dog.
Brees. You know what I'm saying? Because
Tom
Brees, for
Brady-
some
Hold
on,
reason,
hold
is
on.
always on
But
his game.
Dio, wait, let me say something. Hold on, here's what you're forgetting. The NFC South is way harder than the division that he
That's
just
all
came
I'm
from.
saying. That too.
Way harder.
That's one
You're
of it.
talking about
He's old.
the division he just came from got the Bills
He
and
was
the
showing
Dolphins
decline.
and who else?
I don't know.
I can't
some
even
other
remember the
trash-
third.
Browns. Nigga?
No,
I don't
it's
think so.
New England, Bills,
Jets.
Dolphins, and Jets.
That is the weakest division up until the last year and a half, 2 years. Last two 1.5, 2
Outside
seasons.
of that, Tom Brady was already showing
So
physical
you're
decline.
coming, but here's the other thing: you're coming to a very good division. All
Yeah.
our teams are good in this division,
Yeah.
and these teams just got better with Bridgewater now
And-
being the
and
head
you-
of the
hold on,
fucking
but-
Carolina.
hold
No,
on.
Panthers.
you can
Hold on.
actually argue that he went to the team that wasn't good in that division, which is the Bucks.
That's what he
well,
did.
there was one player away, seemingly, allegedly a quarterback.
But
They
here's
they
the
were
thing:
good
if
on
you
paper.
take away the interceptions, Jameis Winston is just
I know,
as
he
good
led
as
the
any
league in
other
touchdowns.
Yeah, he's just as good as any other quarterback in the
he's
league.
just young. I don't think he
And
has a good.
You know what's
coach.
crazy? He's our backup now.
Yeah, he didn't have a
He's
good
our
coach.
third. That's our third string
He's on the
quarterback.
Saints?
Yes, that
Yeah.
is our third
Oh, I
string
didn't know.
quarterback.
I was actually surprised to see that Teddy Bridgewater
you're
was the
gonna
quarterback
hear-
for the
you're gonna hear
Panthers.
about
Well,
now,
it's
too.
because of what he did last year for us. He came in and won 6 straight games.
Hey,
for
don't
us
forget
when,
the Saints have been a ready-made
Breeze went
project
down.
nigga for years. So you can't even judge this first game on a season that they don't even have a preseason. Tom Brady didn't have a preseason to fill his receiver. He never played with his receivers. Literally never played with them until game one. That's never happened before. So I'm going to give him some bail in that regard, just on an athletic, common sense standpoint. He's never thrown to those guys in a live action game. He's never received the ball and handed it off to that running back in a live action game. He's never hiked the ball and got it from the center in a live action game. And I got to feel like he's at that LeBron type stage where it's just like, nigga, okay, let me fill this out. Let me be right. I want to come out and perform well, but at the same time, let me just get to the playoffs healthy, nigga, and ready to go with all my weapons.
They're not getting to the playoffs.
I'm talking about his mentality.
Did y'all
yeah,
watch
they're
it?
not
Did
getting
y'all
into
watch
the
that?
division.
Where was Gronk at?
You know damn well I
He
didn't
was
watch
there,
no
he just-
NFL.
we had him locked
Shout
up.
out
He
to
wasn't
Colin
doing
Kaepernick.
shit yesterday.
I don't know if this is Bill Belichick's Twitter handle. It's called Patriots Seventh Ring or some shit. There was a tweet that came on there that says Gronk looked slow and, and lazy or some shit.
he
You know,
didn't- he
I
did
was
not look
cracking
good
up.
yesterday.
I thought that was funny. I'm like, is that Bill Belichick clowning?
He did not look good yesterday. We had him locked up.
See, that's another thing, bro. It's just, we'll see, man. Old cats, you usually got to kind of knock the rust off. Gronk, he didn't even play last year. So
Yeah, I don't think he played for the last 2 years, didn't he? Yeah, I think he hasn't. Yeah, I think.
Oh, was it two?
Yeah, he hasn't played for
he
the last
retired
2
2
years.
years
I
ago.
think.
Well, there you go.
So.
Oh yeah, so it's
Because
been
I
two.
kept asking my son, like,
So
where's
what is
Gronk on the
so what
field,
is the
yo?
point of,
Yo,
of Brady
do you know how many tight ends they have over there that are good?
What
all
is the
world?
point of Brady even still being in the league then? Because it's like you're not gonna win another championship in this
Bro,
division.
you're saying it's
you're
like
not.
a game of one.
No, but I know my division. My division ain't weak. You're not finna come run my division.
Who was all in that? Saints,
I mean,
Bucks,
you might be overstating your division.
Panthers,
and Falcons.
and Falcons.
How many Super Bowl champions y'all got? One.
Right?
What?
So relax.
I'm not saying that, but we have been consistently one of the best divisions in the league.
I don't know, man.
Hey, I can't argue with you, bro. I ain't watched a football game in 3 years.
I don't know about that. I think the only team good in that division is the Saints.
No,
I mean,
you know
how
what?
good
the
is
Falcons,
the Falcons and the Panthers?
they're good the Falcons are good every other year,
I
and
mean,
the
they be
Panthers might
mediocre,
now
bro.
be good with Bridgewater. We don't know
They
yet.
be mediocre.
Yeah, because the Saints
One Super
is
Bowl amongst each team.
No,
there's only one Super
There's
Bowl.
only
We
one
have
Super
one.
Bowl.
Well,
the Bucks got one too.
One Super Bowl
Oh yeah, the
appearance.
Bucks have one.
The Bucks have one.
Listen to me,
Saints have
listen to me.
one.
One Super Bowl appearance. The Bucks won one damn 19 years ago. I
Right.
don't want to hear that shit.
I mean, the Cowboys won what 30 years ago? Shit, y'all
we're
ain't
not
made it
talking-
back. It don't matter.
Stop
they
saying
do got
y'all.
5.
I don't watch football, and I ain't talked. We ain't talking about my old football team's division. We talking about this team
Who's
division.
your new to football team? You don't got no
He don't
football
watch
team no
football
more
no
since you
more.
don't watch football. Is that what you're
Yesterday
saying?
he watched it
Yes,
with me
bro.
probably for the first time in however long he ain't watched
And,
football.
and him saying watched it with him is a stretch. He was sitting next to me watching that shit, telling me like, "Hey, look at this, bro. We nice." Like, nigga, I wasn't watching this shit. I was, y'all winning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all score again? That type of shit. I don't know who had a good game, who was balling, who scored, nigga. None of that shit. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I was working. Nasir was watching. He was the one that kept running back and forth, telling me what was going. Oh, Dad, we scored. Oh, Dad, they scored.
Oh, he done turned his son into
his
a
son on
Patriot
And
fan.
what? My son been a Patriot fan since inception,
He
bro.
turned his son into a Patriot
Hey, bro,
fan.
listen. The year where Russell Wilson threw the ball.
Oh, the pick.
Listen. So first of all, when what's his name? Beast Mode was running the ball, and Mayo stopped him. I was like, oh my God. Nasir walking around the room. I think he was like a year old at this point. It's like, Dad, what's going on? I'm like, boy, God is working. And then when that man threw that ball, bro, I picked my son up. I ran all through the fucking neighborhood, bro. I was just screaming, he threw the ball. He threw the ball.
Hey, that nigga Mage. Mage is a motherfucking Patriots fan.
I know.
Die hard Patriots
Hey,
fan.
I've been
listen,
talking shit to that nigga
listen.
since, nigga,
Oh,
I know.
every
Bro,
time we talk football, I'm talking shit
my
about
son's
it.
Shout
grandma,
out Young Major.
Nasir's grandma took Nasir to the store, and she wanted to get him a Patriots jersey. He must have been like 2 or 3 at this time. They got to the store, and the man tells them, we don't got no Patriot jersey. So he went and got some Dolphins jersey and some other shit and put it on the counter. My son's grandma said the next thing they both, the man and her, so he just packed all the jersey and threw them in the trash, and they looked at her and said, Grandma, can we leave? They don't got no Patriots.
Hey, so yeah, hold on. Let's talk about that dumbass next best thing shit. Motherfuckers who go into a store wanting pretty much one thing, and then you want to bring them 8 different selections.
Nigga,
Half the time it ain't even the same shit.
If I ask for a Patriots jersey, why would I want a Miami Dolphins
Right,
jersey?
the same division, the same motherfucking division. Like, come on, bruh. What are we doing here?
Hey.
Like, I asked you specifically for a Patriots jersey. Don't bring me a fucking Browns jersey.
But my son, he also love Lamar Jackson now. He be like, man, Tom Brady's slow.
Oh yeah, you about to lose him to a scrambling black quarterback. Over. Well, you know what, y'all.
Nah,
got a
we got
scrambling
Cam,
black
so,
quarterback.
It's gonna be,
know,
it's gonna
way
be
different now.
self-identity. You
We
know what
got
I mean?
Cam.
He's gonna see himself in that
cool.
position, and nobody's gonna be able to tell him out on the playground that because he's fast, he got to play running back or receiver.
That should be pissing me off. How you gonna tell somebody what position they should be playing when they've been playing quarterback their whole life?
Yeah, the NFL change your position quick, bro. They don't give a
If
fuck.
you let them do it,
No, it ain't no let, nigga. You don't have no
because
lead.
they tried to do that with Lamar. He said,
No,
"No, I'm
listen
a
to me, bro.
and Murray."
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. I got a homeboy drafted as a fucking fullback. Played fullback since junior high. And then got to the Jets, nigga. Coach looked at him and was like, "You're a linebacker. Go over there with the linebackers." This nigga is in a preseason game, nigga. Third preseason game, telling me how he had to try to tackle. No, I'm tripping. He was a middle linebacker all his life.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga got to the league as a middle linebacker. Coach look at him. You're a fullback.
What the fuck?
Go over there with the offense. So, bro, now he's trying to keep it in the league. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to be a fullback on the fly, nigga.
Right, you ain't never
right now. Peep this.
Studied any
he's in the
fullback
third.
or
He said he's in the
like that.
third preseason game. You know, this is dress rehearsal. They ready.
Right.
He said, nigga, Ed Reed, nigga, stand straight up and was like, "Ray, you see this motherfucker?" Ray was like, "Yeah, I see him. He trying to run on us." He's like, "Nigga, they hadn't even like." They had just gotten in formation, so it was like, nigga, he no audible or nothing. They just knew what the fuck he was about to do already. That nigga said, "Keem." And he said, Mark Sanchez basically kind of like looked at him and was like, "Oh shit,
They
hike."
coming.
Nigga just said, "Hike." Nigga just threw that shit in his chest.
Yeah, cause you can hear that. Hear what they're saying on the other side of that motherfucking.
He said he got his ass creamed.
I don't want no parts of that by NFL motherfucking run or linebackers and shit. When I'm a linebacker, I know what niggas is finna do to me. I do this to people. I grew up doing this. I know what's finna happen to me as soon as I get this ball.
Yeah, bro.
He's running.
I'm
right. Like, oh.
But if you want to be in the league,
he does.
But you know, I hope they can sustain this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sustain what?
You know this whole NFL season shit.
Why?
Well, I mean, cause shit, that's how I make my money.
I don't.
So.
Shout out to Eric Reed.
Shit,
Word?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I get paid, man.
Draft
No, but there's other shit that y'all can do.
I can't even.
Y'all do basketball too, right?
Yeah, we
Y'all do baseball and soccer and all that other shit.
Man.
Y'all do nigga Formula One racing.
But nah.
So
football
fuck the
is.
NFL.
But nah, football is probably the number one betting sport other than horses, bro.
That's why it's fuck the NFL.
Nah.
Next to horses, it's NFL, nigga. That's why
right.
when you go to a sports book, all you see on a Sunday is racing and NFL,
that's fine.
and then the next day,
That's
the day
fine.
before that is
That's
college
fine, Dre.
football all day.
That's fine, Dre. Remember this when y'all telling niggas like LeBron and niggas like that they should stop playing. You can't have it both ways.
I ain't never told LeBron.
I'm not saying you specifically. I'm not saying you specifically.
To be honest, I'm kind of conflicted with
exactly.
that shit.
But
everybody
gotta.
Again, that's how nigga feed the family. So you know, I hope.
Shout out to that. I hope two things could be true. It could be fuck the NFL, nigga, and everything goes well for you. You're not directly, y'all. I'm just saying. My only point is DraftKings.net or any of these other type of gambling streaming services or anything like that. They're not. The NFL is a big player. But I don't think none of the big dogs in that realm are going under if the NFL misses this season. Now, if they have to cancel permanently, that's different. If they're not coming back, that's different. But, you know, fuck the NFL, man. Shout out to Eric Reed. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Because Eric Reed set 2 franchise records and is not on the football team right now.
Hey,
that's all.
So, fuck it. I mean, I like betting on the NFL. NFL makes me money during the season or whatever.
Yeah, man. I don't need all
y'all reasons. I'm still trying to learn about that shit.
I don't need all y'all reasons.
I want to bet too, but I don't understand gambling.
You can bet on horses, B. NFL ain't even the best bet in the sports book. It's the horse game.
Hold on. You know what, motherfucker? You ain't gonna sit over there and fucking judge me on some fucking high horse.
Who's judging you?
You don't watch football.
Who's judging you?
I can just tell it in your tone.
Get out your feelings, my guy.
Tone.
I ain't said nothing to you.
Don't you
I'm
feel it
talking.
in his tone,
I feel
though?
some type of way
Right.
too.
Hey, well, y'all
this is
niggas is up here sensitive.
Fuck NFL,
Right.
all
You
this
feel
shit.
it,
Like,
you feel it in his
Hey.
tone. Like, oh,
Hey.
y'all some house niggas watching the NFL.
If you don't watch it, you don't watch it, bro. Just
I feel like
listen,
I'm being called a
hey,
house
let me
nigga.
tell you
every
something.
time y'all speak
Let me
NFL,
tell you something.
I will be on the record shitting on it.
Listen, you good. You're good.
I'm not shitting on y'all.
No.
I
It's
feel like
good. You're good.
you
You're
are
good.
too.
You don't even need to watch it because your team didn't do shit
Your team
anyway.
ain't shit.
You know they
Hey, and guess what?
they lost anyway.
Guess what?
So you good. You ain't got to watch it.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
There's that condescending
no, I'm just
tone
saying.
again.
Right.
Well, I didn't.
You see
listen.
how he became a professor on that?
No, look.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take
He's
your word for it.
He's undercover spicy
Nah, bro.
talking.
Let him finish.
He's
Go
spicy.
The
ahead,
reason
bro.
why I'm saying that is because, you know, I did come across a little article. Not saying if I was looking or not. That said, it was a little controversy going on in the call and all that shit. I don't know. I didn't watch the play. I don't know if it was a L or a controversial L, nigga. Like, you know, I don't know what happened.
The nigga don't watch football though.
I'm an informed guy.
Yeah, he's informed.
It's information there, man.
But to sit here and look down on us.
He's informed.
I'm not looking down.
Nah,
Okay, let me say this for the record.
He's
Let me say
informed
this.
that
Hold on.
his
Let me.
team
I
didn't
feel
win
like
yesterday.
It's America's team.
Hold on.
Everybody's gonna
Hold
say
on.
the
America's
Cowboys.
team.
You just
hold
told
on.
me.
Dio,
Nigga, everybody
Dio.
gonna tell me, Chuck.
Dio, I feel like he's calling us a house nigga in his mind.
Right,
now,
like
'cause we
look at
watch
this
football.
niggas.
Look at these
You
little
know,
house nigga ass niggas watching
hey,
football.
you know what's funny, Dre? He probably saying that more about me than you. Like, look, this, I cannot believe this nigga.
Hey,
bro.
okay, let's get on that.
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Let's get on that. Let's get. That's a good little segue, little pocket. Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga.
Nah, you ain't
I
gonna-
am looking at this nigga Chuck a little more nigga salty. You know why? Cause this nigga is the most. And I am too. Anybody that knows me, man, I'm a proud black man. I speak it. That's pretty much the base. All of us are,
So,
right?
yeah,
all of us
yeah.
talk that shit.
Right.
I'm not saying neither one of us are
Nah,
more than the other.
Okay.
So let me clear that out the way. But since he's cut from the cloth of us, you should have seen this nigga. Tell you, I damn near passed out at work when this nigga told me he was a Patriots fan. Almost went 51-50 nigga in that office. What? Fuck you mean? Nigga, it hurt my soul. Nigga, like, nigga. Like, if that wasn't my nigga already, this wasn't already my brother,
You probably wouldn't fuck with him after
I'd have to
that.
walk away from him, man. I had to walk away from this beautiful
You see
guy.
how,
right here, man,
you
this
see
beautiful
how
soul.
easy it is to go from fucking with somebody to not
Oh.
fucking with him. If you're just meeting him, it could be as easy as a
and
football
I'ma end
team.
with
Like,
this.
nigga, I'm not
I'ma
fucking
end
with you
this.
at all.
I'm end with this about the shit. That's how powerful the NFL is. That's why it's fuck 'em. Because the NFL, nigga, took over church. There's pastors that preach sermons based on NFL Sunday schedule. Sunday is the holiday of the NFL in this country. And the fact that they can't get on that Rolodex and call some of these fucking racist ass politicians and say, hey man, enough is enough.
Listen, man.
Hey.
I happened to be watching a game one day. Okay. Now, when the nigga came to the States, I hated football. Cause the niggas that I hung out with, they played the video game. You know, and I'm looking like, what is this game where you have to call plays? Cause I know soccer, nigga. You ain't gotta call no for nigga. Just figure that shit out.
You're not calling
Score
no
the
plays
goals.
on the
There's
field.
no timeouts. There's no breaks or
Nah, one of our
you know
good
what I'm
friends
saying.
was a soccer player.
So
for,
you know
years.
that's what I know. So
Shout out
you
Sam
know
Jones.
I could not play football. You know what I'm saying? So on the video game, in watching it, I didn't understand it either, but I enjoyed watching it. But I was watching the game one day, and it happened to be the Patriots. I forgot who they was playing, but Drew Bledsoe was their quarterback at the time.
Damn, that nigga
And-
been a fan
and-
for a
No, that's why I don't shit
long
up.
So-
time.
No, he's not a bandwagon. My nigga's not a
so-
bandwagon fan like that.
So he got injured. Okay,
Yep.
now when he
And
got
that's when
injured,
Brady
they
came
brought
in.
this guy in.
See, that's right uptown town.
Okay.
He come here and he.
You know what
so
I'm
when he
saying?
tell you the story, it do make sense because he came right when the Patriots like
got
was
on.
You know what
getting-
I'm
They
saying?
got on. That's when they
right
got on.
before they got on.
Right,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
Brady got him. Brady
No,
and
because
Belichick
they were
got
already
him
on. Because Bledsoe took them to a Super Bowl, but he
But-
lost.
So,
right.
Well, yeah, you're right. So they was on.
So they was
So
already
was
on.
So you know,
But they hadn't
and
went over the hump yet.
so you know,
Yeah, so Brady
in
came
my
in.
defense, me and Brady kind of like he was the one who introduced me to the
To American
NFL
football, yeah.
and
Okay.
started understanding what
So when
you
I
know
hear that story, I'll be
American
like, still-
football was
respect it,
about.
but still
you know
fuck
what
it.
I'm
But
saying?
stop calling us house niggas in your head because you watch football.
So
I'm saying that right now.
So listen,
I'm saying that shit right
I've
now.
been- I've
Stop looking at us as house niggas because we like to watch the
I've
NFL
been riding.
football.
I've been riding with Brady
Facts.
and
All
Kraft
right.
and
All right.
Belichick since Brady became the
All right.
quarterback.
You can admit
You
it,
know what
nigga.
I'm saying? So he's just die hard like that, man. You know, so it ain't no bandwagon shit. I've been a Patriots fan for 20 years.
I know.
You know what I'm
Nigga.
saying? So you know, I'm proud
I
of that.
know.
You know, and that ain't got shit to do with Belichick, you know, or Brady or But I fuck with Kraft though. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the Patriots.
Yeah, that nigga
my,
be
my
at the
son,
motherfucking happy
my
spot.
son can
Happy
name
ending
all
spot.
53 players for you if you want him to.
Oh, I know. That's why I mean shit.
That's how much me and him fuck with them guys.
Shout out my nephew Nazir. You know what I mean? We'll work on his choice of sport and team.
It's kind of hard for him to be a Patriot fan right now since Brady's gone. But we got Cam, so his interest is still. But he's fucking with Lamar Jackson, so
that's gonna happen.
That's until Cam take y'all to the playoffs.
Matter of fact, actually, I think his team. I think his team now is actually the Kansas City Chiefs, because he always be talking to me about Patrick Mahomes and shit. So.
Patrick Mahomes. That's one of the hardest nicknames.
Yeah, I know, Mahomes.
Mahomes. That's one of the coldest ones in the league right now.
That is he's the coldest in the league.
I used to be in basketball practice, right? Fucking around, and I used to tell my friend who shout out to Adam Quick, man, he played quarterback as well, and I would always be like, bro, how come no quarterback has ever done a no look pass? This shit makes sense in football. It's doable. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Nick Mahomes does it all the time.
Yeah.
It's never gotten broken up. Every time he's done it, damn near like every time I've seen it on SportsCenter. It's successful.
But I think don't do that.
You can't do it a lot.
Listen to me. Don't do that. Just don't do that at all.
Don't do that.
It's not even about if you can do it.
If you can
do it a lot or not. Don't do that. The reason why I'm saying.
Hey, was it Geno Smith that did it? That behind the back fumble?
Listen, wait. Nah, fuck all that.
Cap,
the reason why I'm telling you that you can't do that is this. You said that shit like. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if that shit was easy to do, a lot of motherfuckers would have been doing it. And I feel like you have to be athletic to do a fucking
okay, so you're
pass.
Talking about don't talk about it like it's so simple.
Yeah, that shit is.
Right.
You gotta give my nigga, my homie, some fucking
hold on.
props for being able to do that shit.
Relax. I am. What I'm saying is we've seen. I don't know if you all look at this, but you can look it up. Go look at Colin Kaepernick's ball handling. And go look at a few other quarterbacks' ball handling skills and the things that they would do with the ball to trick you. I'm saying that with all the skill sets I've seen quarterbacks prove to have in throwing the ball, it's just, and especially since a lot of quarterbacks were point guards and played basketball, have a background of playing basketball. I just always thought it was odd that no one had ever tried it. That we just didn't see it more. Because you can see, I know when I used to play a little football, you could just see times where it's just oh, well, you know where players are going to be at. You know what I'm saying?
But in basketball, the court is smaller compared to a football, and there's just lesser, people on the court.
What you're saying, I get what you're saying that when you say there's less people, but the fact that the court is more condensed and
I'm saying that's why it's easier.
The game is higher speed. You can argue that that's the reason why you shouldn't do that shit in basketball more than football, where there's fucking 30 yards of open field. When you got a dude open, and it's just they look him off. That's what I'm saying. Because look how a look off happens. They drop back, they'll look somebody off, know they going to this corner. I just thought it was odd that nobody had ever just held the look off nigga and dropped that dime.
So this is what I think. This is what I think. So. No look pass is also done in soccer, right?
Right.
But I think
is harder.
No, it's not.
I think
it's not, because in practice, when you practice soccer, you practice knowing where somebody is gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
And you also practice being able to look like you're kicking the ball forward and putting English on it and making it the
right. So you practice.
So you can make a no look pass by just looking straight and bow.
But see, the problem is this. I think in soccer, they're kicking the ball, which
that's
I think
similar to looking a player off.
It's harder. It's harder when you're throwing the ball though. Because you have to know, you have to see who you're throwing to and know where you're throwing the ball.
You're saying that as a former soccer player. I'm saying that I'm telling you, people that play quarterback and play point guard and basketball.
No, okay, hold on, wait.
There's a lot of them.
Let me interrupt you real quick. I think I know where he's coming from. To throw, here's what I think what he's saying. To throw a spiral, no look pass without. Because you got to make, because in football, no, listen, let me finish real quick, because this is what will make it make sense to you. Think about how fast you have to make that decision. Right. So I have to look at you once to know where you're at to be able to look at him then and spiral the ball to you at that point, or whatever my hand, or if I'm like,
y'all going way too difficult. Let me paint the picture of what I'm saying.
But that's
I get what you're saying.
That's what makes that shit. That's what I'm saying.
In that stance, I agree with both of you all in what that is. Hear me out, because you're talking about. Soccer. I'm not saying it goes, because you don't see no look passes in basketball and in soccer in every fucking play. It's when it's an option. And it's usually when there's an open space, when there's a lot of deception going on, and you shift the defense.
Well, I don't know. Not in soccer. In soccer,
not necessarily.
No look passes happen a lot.
Almost.
I'm gonna give you a move.
But all
just
no look
example.
passes aren't the same. Though. I don't want to get caught up in the technicality.
No,
of that.
I was
agree.
just gonna give you one that most do. I'm not saying that. I'm
gonna
showing you one
no,
that most.
I know
they do this. They're gonna do that.
And
juke. Look here and then kick it that way.
Yeah,
no. For example, you can be chasing me. And I'm running straight forward because you're chasing me.
I get what you're saying.
But at the same time, I know because Dre is behind me.
Hold on, stop. I don't need no more examples. I stand corrected. I understand what you're saying. I promise.
Soccer's a way different example.
I promise.
It's way easier.
My thing is this, dog. Like, we're not talking about every instance in football. I'm talking about when the play is right. I drop back. My man gets separation. The difference between a no-look pass on a drop back with a quarterback versus a good hard look-off is milliseconds. They're swinging their neck around in second. They're whipping their neck around to make it an official pass. But a lot of times, they don't. That's all in muscle memory. A lot of times, if they wasn't able to get their neck around and just follow through with their motion, because they do these drop backs with that receiver, these 10-step, 5-step drop, all this shit, they're in sync. It's not as extraordinary as some of us are saying. A lot of players, after Mahomes did it, you start hearing stories that, they would do it, so-and-so does that in practice a lot. So-and-so does that. He just had the balls to do that shit in a live game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't even like a deep pass.
But he's done it more than once, though,
I know
right?
that. Yes, but it wasn't even the first time I seen him do it. It wasn't even like a crazy deep pass. It wasn't necessarily a touchdown pass. It wasn't a tight rope in a tight basket. It was just like, I know my dude is right here. He's gonna be right here. I know that. I'm gonna look this off, and to hold this look off, I hit him with it. What he can do with his arm is what great soccer players can do with their feet. So the degree of difficulty, I would believe, is the same at best. But you're talking about one skill set is being able to have touch and backspin with a kick, and the other one's able to touch and backspin with his arm and his throwing motion.
Football is more eye connection more than soccer is.
Dog, listen to me.
And what I'm saying is, soccer, you can pass the ball to your partner without looking at him, but knowing that he's gonna be there.
You're talking about kicking to an area. I know he's gonna be over there. I'm kicking to this area. I don't have to necessarily kick it beeline straight to you.
Well, yeah, because that's what soccer players consider.
But in football, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that a lot of times there's not area throws. A lot of times I'm dropping back. I'm over here.
But they have to be that eye coordination.
Here's what I'm saying. Also, what you have to take away from the difference in it is that throwing to an area is a set play. A through pass in soccer, all soccer is freestyle, like in rap.
Right.
I get that.
So what I'm saying,
but you can't freestyle. But you can't freestyle like that in football.
So when you say
you never seen freestyle plays in football?
No, I'm not saying that it don't happen. But I'm saying that play.
But I'm not talking about every play.
No, but here's what I'm saying.
Consistently.
But let me tell the example.
I'm just saying,
a through pass in soccer.
Never seen that.
A through pass in soccer is like if me and you were just running next to each other, and this nigga's on me right here. I'm about to just kick it as far as I can that way, and you get that motherfucker.
I know that.
That's why I feel like.
So broken play, quarterback. I'm scrambling to the right sideline. It's you got your DB or the safety 1-on-1. You got to put a move on him and get going. I'm throwing the ball to where
here's Dio's point where here's Dio's point. I'm not saying that don't happen. Yes, that happens a lot.
So why are we acting like that never happens?
But what I'm saying is,
because that's my point.
I'm telling you what Dio's point is where you're missing it. Dio's point is it's easier in soccer to pull that off than in football. So give Patrick Mahomes more respect for doing it.
So first off. Okay, so if y'all would listen to me when I first started, it was never about diminishing Patrick Mahomes. What it was
No,
about.
we didn't say you were.
Not diminishing.
So what do you mean give him more goddamn respect?
No, I mean-
He's the first
no,
person
I'm
to ever
just-
do it.
I
I'm saying
mean,
that.
like you.
No,
weren't,
the way you
weren't-
said it from the
Right.
beginning,
Nigga,
you
fuck
know.
outta here.
It wasn't enough.
Fuck Patrick Mahomes.
It wasn't
nigga.
enough
What the fuck you
respect.
talking
It wasn't
about?
enough respect on his name, and that's back to.
What
fuck,
do you mean?
And the reason
No,
it's fuck
stop.
Patrick Mahomes is because it's still fuck football.
Yeah, these niggas is still on some old other shit, but we can talk about that on another day.
Whatever, man.
But nigga, it wasn't about lack thereof of respect for him. I'm giving him his just due. What I'm saying is he was the first person innovative enough to take this to live action when I know for a fact he wasn't the first person to have the skill set to do it. That's all. Nigga, T-Mac I believe was the first person in the NBA to throw the basketball off itself in transition. Just I'm going off the backboard and catching that shit to myself, nigga, and dunking it.
That was
Now, he wasn't the first person to do that. I seen Luther Head do that in the New York City versus Chicago Windy All-Star game 3 years before that, before he went to Illinois. I seen and he did it from the three-point line. He pulled up, crossed over, shot a jumper on purpose, high off the backboard, and ran past everybody and caught that shit and banged it. So, like, when I seen T-Mac do it, and I see LeBron do it, LeBron's done it how many times in the finals? You know what I mean?
Kobe did it right before he retired.
It's a copycat world. So you see someone do something and then like, oh, that's a good idea. I could do that. That's not that crazy of a play. All I'm saying is in 100+ years of football, I thought it was kind of unique and miraculous that Patrick Mahomes was the first person to do that shit. That's all I was saying. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't like, oh, well, I never really was even trying to bring the comparison up to soccer.
You know what, Akeem? God damn it, sometimes we just want to go deep with some shit.
I ain't mad, nigga. I'm with you. Well, let's go. Pause.
Big pause.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Okay, so let me so today, as I'm like cutting my hair and getting ready and all that shit,
you was cutting your hair.
you see I have facial hair, motherfucker.
Oh
so.
God! Well, you didn't say that.
You had to get
And
that
I
shave.
gotta hold on. And on top of that, I gotta shave. I got the George Costanza cul-de-sac if I don't shave.
Okay.
So I had to do my
Okay.
shit. So anyway, I'm listening like to podcasts and all that shit. I'm listening, and you know, I don't like Vlad. I don't like his platform. I don't like that nigga get motherfuckers dry snitch. I don't like that a nigga like that does all the shit that he does, causes dumbass problems with people, and then this nigga finally somebody gets at him and you want to sue Def Jam. That I feel Joe Budden when he say you come from a different place and I can't fuck with you on shit like that. I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with the niggas is a straight instigator. The niggas are, and as much as motherfuckers try to give him a pass, that nigga's a culture vulture to me. Period. Point blank.
Hey,
I don't.
Hey,
give a
okay.
fuck.
Let me just
Like-
jump on that because you said that. I was watching a Vlad interview where he said that. He said that he was a culture vulture. Where do we stand on that? Where do we stand on?
See, so that's
where do we
some
stand
extra
on,
hoe shit.
No,
So that's
hold
that's even
on.
more hoish to me.
The reason why I'll say this, I'll only on this culture vulture stance. If you're not from the culture, you have love for the culture. I'm not speaking just to him. You have love for the culture. You respect the culture, and you're in a position to help bridge gaps in the culture, right? Because that's what let's call it what it is. Hip hop was a black art. So if you're not really black and Hispanic, you know, and very few other people that was around, you know, this thing as it blew into what it is now, this multi-conglomerate culture, there's gonna be non-people of the original tribe of people that created this thing that are a part of it. And excuse me, all of them aren't negative, right? And I'm not saying you don't know that. Obviously you know that. You're in this industry. We know that. Not liking, I don't mind Vlad as much as others, but there are a lot of things that I don't really agree with the way he moves and maneuvers. But I chalk that up to him not really being from the culture. And but then I have a hard time sometimes because I heard him say that on his platform and his explanation of that does that make him a culture vulture? Because we as a culture have to hold people more accountable.
No. Fuck all that.
We gotta hold people more accountable.
What makes him
Why the fuck y'all going to
What
Vlad?
makes him a whole ass nigga, just a whole
Here you go, nigga.
Here's what makes him a whole hoe out here, nigga. You tell a story about how you slapped somebody with Joe Budden, and then Joe Budden ran out the club, or allegedly ran out of the club, and then you go to say, oh, well, we sat down recently, had lunch, we cool, all that shit. Here's my thing. If you had somebody you was with slap the shit out of somebody who he was with, ran him out the fucking club, how the fuck are you gonna sue somebody who ran up on your ass, did something to you for the shit that you do on your podcast, and then you go fucking sue Def Jam?
Now,
how the fuck do you ever try to have some toughness come out of you, like, oh, I ran Joe Budden out of a strip club? Nigga,
all right,
fuck.
well, you seem a little vexed about that, but what I'm saying is I thought you was gonna say because he got on this platform as a Jewish American immigrant,
you didn't,
as a
I
Russian.
gotta get more into that.
Hold on, as a Russian Jewish immigrant,
right?
And lied on the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, and then was caught in that lie and had to rebuttal. I thought that's where you were going with it, but then when you break it down like that on some street shit, I get that too. So my thing is the culture.
So he's a culture vulture from all sides.
So the culture needs to be more. That sounds like some bitch ass nigga shit.
I have a question.
Hold on, real quick, Chuck. Let me get this off. The culture needs to be more accountable for who it allows to blossom, and I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, Chuck.
Well, I mean,
I
was just, all this culture
Fuck
vulture
y'all blaming
shit.
him for it.
How does niggas become culture vultures?
So the way that you become a culture vulture,
what allows
the reason why
these people to become culture
because
the same thing I just said.
Motherfuckers in the game give these motherfuckers
Thirsty.
passes, and they all want to be on a platform and get the motherfucking stories out and be like, oh, I had a Vlad interview because he's got, and we all, not we, but stupid ass niggas gave him his platform because they go on there and they dry snitch. There's people who've caught cases.
Hold on, Dre. That's not. We can't act like Vlad TV is all of Vlad. Like Vlad has been in the hip hop game, grinding, doing mixtapes, and all this shit on the underground level for years. He's one of the first people to get into the raw form of hip hop.
So does that make him any less of a lame?
No. Okay. Don't switch the motherfucking goal line, nigga.
I
didn't say the nigga was cool.
I'm not switching the goal line. I mean, a lame is a hoe to me still. It's
well,
the
nigga, hold on. Like,
terminology.
All right, well, I get all that. What I'm saying is, nigga, I'm not vouching for this nigga like that. What I'm saying is, why Vlad TV is a thing in hip hop.
It's a big thing in hip hop, and it shouldn't be.
That's your opinion, but it's a thing because
you like Vlad.
I don't mind Vlad as much as obviously you do. You do.
How dare you call me? How dare you call me a house nigga for watching football, but you don't have a problem with Vlad?
So Vlad has done more damage to black people than the NFL.
Yeah, Vlad has landed a few niggas in prison.
Okay, so if you get your ass up on any platform, I don't give a fuck if it's a black person's platform or a white person or a yellow person's platform. Hold on, nothing, nigga. Hold on, nothing.
Nigga's a house nigga.
No,
hold on. See how mad he got when niggas started?
I'm not getting mad, nigga, but talk with some premise. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna say this shit just don't make sense to me? I'm just trying to make sense of this, my nigga. You get on this motherfucking platform, you come up here, nigga, and start talking that gangster rah-rah shit about all the black fucking what do you want to call the good word? Terroristic shit that you do in the hood. And then, nigga, the feds, that's not fucking talented, nigga, but extremely resourceful. Their motherfucking internet division taps that and be like, hey, you know that one dude, this sounds familiar.
I get that.
And then they come close that shit.
Okay.
Hold on, no, stop. And that's the reason why your ass is in jail. You
Talk
get
your shit then, nigga.
You get the bang on the platform you was on, because if the nigga told you that when you get on this, I've seen gangster niggas get on there and Vlad start asking questions and they curve him. Go watch Mac 10's interview, nigga.
No, I get that. No, I'm not saying.
So what are we talking about?
Then here's the thing: Vlad shouldn't ask certain questions, nigga. If you're,
I agree with that.
No, fuck that. You again. That's why I asked who allows this motherfucker to be a culture. You can't say Vlad can't ask certain questions. Vlad can ask whatever the fuck you want to ask, nigga. You shouldn't answer whatever the fuck you think.
Let me rephrase.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
He shouldn't.
No,
it's not that he can't.
Hold on.
It's not that he can't.
I got it, Chuck. This is where so many people in our culture get it fucked up, in my opinion.
So you say I got it fucked up?
Yeah, on this, I'm
chopping you in the throat, nigga.
Let me explain why I think you got it a little fucked up.
I mean, I watch Vlad too.
Chuck, hold on. Let me tell you real quick, bro. I think a lot of us fuck it up, whereas we hold people that's not from our culture to cultural standards just because they participate in something that we confuse as our culture, but it's really a fucking multi-conglomerate business. So it's just like nobody expects nigga Time Magazine's reporters nigga to not ask you certain questions. Nigga, when Snoop Dogg was on trial and beat his murder case and went and did his motherfucking media tour and was doing all these white and mega media motherfucking platforms, they were asking him about his murder trial. And everything that he could say, he would say, and everything he couldn't. So it will be weak if he comes into like the hip hop space and think that, oh, okay, well nigga, this is some hip hop shit. Nigga, we just on YouTube and whatever. So nigga, you should know not to ask me that. No, if Vlad fancies himself a journalist,
okay, hold on. So it falls on both parties to me then. Period. He shouldn't. Hold on. Okay. It's not that he can't. He can ask whatever the fuck he wants. It's not that he can't answer that.
No, it doesn't fall on both parties. It falls on us.
It falls on both parties.
No, it doesn't.
Fact, like, don't.
It falls on the people that goes on Vlad and answer all the questions.
You shouldn't ask.
It doesn't fall on Vlad at all. Again, we made Vlad a thing.
Why are you saying that though?
But if Vlad asks and you answer, that is on your dumb ass.
But can we keep the same energy though? Nigga, if you go get a fucking Forbes interview,
right?
They're asking you the motherfucking questions, nigga. The same questions that Vlad is gonna ask you. Don't get it fucked up. If they even interview your ass after you've been through what you've been through, that these niggas want to ask you
the choice you got to make is if you're gonna answer or not. So, like I said, if it here's the thing: if it falls on Vlad to ask a question, but then if you're dumb enough to let him bait you into that, then it's your own fucking fault. But still, nigga, you ain't gonna get me off what the fuck I'm it falls on Vlad.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not listening to shit you're saying.
Listen, but you just said it don't fall on Vlad.
It falls on both of them.
You just don't like him.
It falls on both of them.
I get it.
Falls on both of them.
Because all them niggas could go talk to Nori. All them cats could go talk to Joe. Or they don't have to go talk to Vlad.
Right.
Bro, again, if niggas don't go on Vlad and tell the stories that they tell, Vlad would not be a fucking thing.
But Vlad,
again,
I can't say that.
Listen, okay, so what would Vlad be? Vlad would be nothing but niggas who go on there. He would ask all those questions that they ask.
Well, Vlad
but
used to
the answers that they give him would be minimal.
Vlad got to start from doing all the interviews for Benzino and the Source and like that. Benzino would hit him to do fucking interviews.
See, the real question,
and for the magazine and shit.
The real problem is the lack of innovation that we're suffering from as a culture. The real problem is every nigga that's out there trying to rap. Some of them motherfuckers, niggas, should be hosting interviews, nigga, because they know all the rappers.
Right.
And the thing is we're not taught to monetize our culture here. So what I was going to speak back to, like, culture vulture. If I go back to Nigeria, right, and I'm not Nigerian, but I go back to Nigeria, I'm with my man, I learned some things, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, nigga, I'm Mr. Nigerian, nigga. I'm opening all the Nigerian.
Or if I go to England and I got an accent and all that shit.
No, I'm opening all the Nigerian eatery spots. I'm taking advantage of economic strongholds that I might have that people are taking advantage of native people, right? Because we have that in every modern nation. That will make me a culture vulture. A person that's not from this culture but only seems to monetize it. I don't empower no Nigerians. That's what a culture vulture is. So it's just like us black people here in America. We create a culture. We create an art. Partner with us. The fuck you mean you own my music? Where would the American music industry be if they wasn't robbing black people for their royalties? How many white people that can't fucking carry a note are sending their grandkids to the finest schools, nigga, off of poor black people's ancestors that don't have